Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland. I'm coming to you today with kind of a daily message. I wanted to clarify something. I was reading in the Quran for one of my theology meditations, and in the Quran, that particular day, that rotation, I made a point that Gabriel and Michael were also mentioned in the Bible. And at that, like I said, at that particular rotation, that day I was reading out of the Quran. But I wanted to refer back to the Bible when I said that day. I'm going to give you some examples of the areas in the Bible where the same Gabriel was, the Gabriel and Michael were mentioned. Daniel chapter 8:16. And I heard a man's voice between the banks of, if I don't say these names correctly, forgive me, Eula, which called and said, Gabriel, make this man to understand the vision. Daniel 9:21 through 20. Yea, whilst I was speaking in prayer, even the man Gabriel, whom I had seen in the vision at the beginning, being caused to fly swiftly, touched me by the time of the evening oblation. And he informed me and talked with me and said, O Daniel, I am now come forth to give thee skill and understanding. You know, fly. I'm believing that, you know, sometimes Gabriel is referred to as an angel. Sometimes Michael's referred to as an angel also. But let me keep reading, because there's also maybe some other Michaels, but I'm going to finish it up. Luke 1:19, and the angel answering said unto him, I am Gabriel that stand in the presence of God, and I am sent to speak unto thee and to shew thee these glad tidings. Now these are sightings from the Bible, okay? When I was reading the Quran, it's talked about Gabriel and Michael. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm just kind of giving you references to where in the Bible you can find Gabriel and Michael. And my point for all of this is that, you know, the religions kind of support each other in some aspects. That's all. Luke 1:19, and the angel answered and said unto him, I'm Gabriel that stand in the presence of God, and I am sent to speak unto thee and to show thee these glad tidings. Luke 1:26-27. And in the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God unto a city, Galilee, named Nazareth, to a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph, of the house of David. And the virgin's name was Mary. So so let me go on. Michael. Daniel 10:13. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia, come on now, Middle East. Come on now, Middle East. Now, this is out the Bible now, okay? Withstood me 21 days, but lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the kings of Persia. Come on now, Middle East. This is the Bible now. This is the Bible. Daniel 10:21. But I shew thee that which is noted in the scripture of truth, and there is none that holdeth with me in these things, but Michael your prince. Daniel 21:1. And at the time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. It's in the Bible now. Jude 1:9. Yet Michael the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, durst not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, the Lord rebuke thee. Now I'm going to read you one more little thing, and then I'm going to end it. I'm just going to kind of talk about back in those times, the countries that encompassed Persia, okay, for back then. Iran. The majority of Persia's historical territory is in the border of modern-day Iran. Afghanistan. Parts of what was historically considered Persia are now within the borders of Afghanistan. Tajikistan. Some regions historically associated with Persia are now part of Tajikistan. If I don't pronounce the name correctly, please forgive me. Iraq. This is in the Bible. These are cited in the Bible now. That's why I'm reading this. The new names for the countries may not be. That's what I'm on. But the area, okay? Old Persia. Iraq, while not directly part of historical Persia, certain regions of Iraq have historical and cultural connections to Persia. Pakistan. Parts of what was historically Persia were now within the borders of Pakistan, particularly in the regions of Baluchistan. I don't say it correctly, forgive me. Turkmenistan. Some areas historically linked to Persia are known with Turkmenistan's borders. Okay? So anyway, I want you to remember these are sightings that are in the Bible, but they called these modern day countries Persia back then in the area. Okay? And it's in the Bible. And I was reading out of the Quran, and it cited those two people, Gabriel Michael. So I wanted to go back and kind of go over that and make a connection for people who may not know. Have a good day anyway, and reach out to one person at a time, one person at a time, one person at a time, okay?